In this video we're going to discuss the Pareto charts, which are in the Cambridge text for Standard Mathematics Year 11. So here we go. Now, I just taught myself how to do this an hour or so ago, and I taught myself from this Statology site. If we scroll down, they have this data. I've already copied it in for you. In fact, we could center that all, make it look neat. Let's just make it large for a second and center it. Okay, and then you just follow the steps here, and you will end up with your chart. That's the first bit, and then the next bit, and that chart is exactly equal to this chart. So straightforward. Let's go now to the text, and the first thing that we see is that there is a slight error in this graph here. That 100% should be in line with India, so there's a bit of a mistake there. And when they bring the 80% mark back, when I bring it back, so why haven't I got it done here? Oh yes, I've done it down here. When I bring the 80% mark back, I end up in Africa, not in Canada. So in other words, I think their graph is inaccurate. Let's keep going down. For example 12, example 12, again, the 100% mark here should be on Thursday, and so when you bring back the 80% mark and down, it doesn't make any difference here. It should still fall on Monday. Well, yeah, mine it falls on Monday. Here they say the 80% is Sunday, Saturday and Friday. I would say Sunday, Saturday, Friday and a little bit of Monday. Okay, so what are these things? Well, if you're going to create them, probably so this question 1 is simply a matter of completing the missing squares. Now you can do those with formulas as in the last video. Oh, actually these formulas are a bit different. Let's just discuss the formulas here. So cumulative frequency is, these are all just, oh yeah, I've done it here as a formula. Simply this value, if I hit F2, I end up saying that it's the sum of the cell above and the cell to the left. And then I can copy that down. I won't copy it down because I'll lose my colours, but that's how these can be done. And then the Pareto chart actually agrees with the answer in both the worked solutions and in the answers. So that's what it looks like. You may need to adjust these scales. Let's just have a look at the very last question, because in this last question, which is here, not only have I had to transpose this data and put swimming and football down, but I've had to reorder it as well. It's essential that the biggest numbers are first. Now I think there's an error here because they say there are 80 students, and when I add all this up I get 103 students. Now what that means is that when you calculate these fields, and by the way I'll go through the calculation of this now. Let's just delete that and calculate it again. So these calculations are straightforward. It's the sum, as I explained before. Now here I want to say that we're going to make this equal. As soon as we put equals in here, it says that we are creating a formula. It's going to be equal to this value here divided by the bottom value there. Enter. But if I were to copy that down, it'll go nuts. Okay, because we are doing relative values here. When I go here, I divide by C13, and there's nothing in C13, so I'm dividing by 0, hence that error. So I have to use an absolute cell reference here by adding in a $sign, so that when I copy that down, I hit enter. When I copy that down now, it's always dividing by row 12, and it's going to be fine. So it's saying 65 over 103, 65 over 103 as a percentage is 63%, so slightly less than there. Now this leads to the Pareto chart here, looking like so, and that's really, I think, all I need to say here. The main thing is that you order your data from the largest down to the smallest. You then calculate your cumulative frequency percentage as the cumulative frequency divided by the number of scores you have, which is always the bottom cumulative frequency. Thank you.